On June 29th, the legal case against Marvel and Creed 3 star Jonathan Majors took an unexpected turn when both the New York Post and the New York Times reported that the New York Police Department had found probable cause to arrest Majors' accuser as well. Arrested back in March for the alleged assault of his girlfriend, this scandal represents the first public stain on an otherwise untarnished career for Majors, leaving fans and industry insiders stunned. Yet, behind the scenes, whispers of a different narrative have emerged.
Well, I play a supervillain, and I thought this was an opportunity to play a hero.
I love that.
According to Rolling Stone, the magazine embarked on a comprehensive 3-month investigation delving into the depths of Majors' life, speaking to over 40 individuals who have crossed paths with him throughout his journey in graduate school, Hollywood, and his romantic relationships. They stated that what emerged from those interviews was a disturbing portrait of a man with a dark and troubled side, with many of those interviewed painting Majors as a complex and unpredictable individual, capable of transforming from charming to chilling in an instant. According to the report, allegations of abusive behavior have plagued him for years that, until now, remained veiled in secrecy. The article also states that because they were so fearful of speaking out against Jonathan Majors, all the sources for the article insisted on anonymity, citing genuine concern for their careers and personal safety, with some even claiming to have been explicitly silenced. "My only response can be that I am silenced by an NDA he had me sign," said one person that worked with Majors. The testimonies gathered by Rolling Stone painted a haunting pattern, revealing a disturbing chronicle of alleged physical, mental, and emotional abuse that traces back a decade to Majors' time at Yale's esteemed David Geffen School of Drama. It also appears that the volatile behavior continued unabated on the sets of his movies and TV shows, with production staff expressing grave concerns about his treatment of the crew. From physical alterations during his university days to an atmosphere of dread on professional sets, it was stated that Majors' troubling actions have left a trail of victims and survivors who step forward to share their experiences, shining a piercing light on the dark underbelly of his life. These disturbing revelations comes amidst the backdrop of Majors' impending trial for allegations of domestic abuse, adding a new layer of complexity to the actor's already troubled image. The court ruled that the case would proceed to trial on August 3rd, despite vehement denials from Majors' legal team.
He was arrested in the city on March 25th. A 30-year-old woman told police Majors twisted her arm, struck her head, and shoved her into a vehicle. She was treated for minor injuries. Majors' lawyer said in a statement that Majors was innocent. His trial date is set for August 3rd.
In a countermove, Majors himself filed a police complaint against his accuser, alleging that he, in fact, was the victim of the domestic dispute. While it's not unprecedented for both parties to face charges in domestic violence cases, the New York Times underscores that the ongoing investigation by the NYPD has yet to result in any further arrests or developments, leaving the initial accuser's credibility still in question. An informant, speaking on the condition of anonymity, shed light on the underlying sentiment surrounding Majors' recent controversies, expressing a distant lack of surprise. According to this source, it had always been a matter of time before the truth caught up with Majors, as his reprehensible behavior had remained unchanged. Painting a grim portrait, the source described him as a truly nefarious individual, suggesting that his checkered past had finally caught up with him, leaving no room for doubt or escape. Rolling Stone stated that it uncovered a harrowing tale of alleged abuse perpetrated by Majors, as disclosed by more than a dozen sources. The testimony of these individuals, the article said, paint a chilling portrait of a man who allegedly subjected 2 women to a relentless cycle of physical and emotional torment. The first woman, who chose to remain anonymous due to fear of reprisal, reportedly endured unspeakable horrors at the hands of Majors. According to 9 sources intimately acquainted with their relationship, what began as a romantic connection soon turned into a nightmarish web of manipulation and volatility. The sources attest that the abuse escalated to unimaginable levels, with Majors allegedly resorting to strangulation, according to the account of the second woman, who said that she too fell victim to Majors' alleged emotional abuse. Though she escaped physical harm, she confided in friends about moments of near violence where Majors' rage threatened to consume him. The woman described the relationship as a relentless onslaught of emotional torment, with Majors demanding absolute control over every aspect of her life, from dictating their meals to regulating her interactions. She also stated that he exploited his position of power to trap her in an unescapable web of dominance and subjected her to intense bouts of jealousy, and that he convinced her that he was the very air she breathed, insinuating that leaving him would be an act of utter foolishness. When confronted with these allegations, Majors' legal team provided Rolling Stone with character witness statements from 6 women who had been romantically involved with him or held close relationships. However, Rolling Stone stated that upon investigation, it discovered that 3 of the individuals had never granted permission for their statements to be released, and another woman vehemently disavowed the pre-written statement attributed to her, stating it was false and unauthorized. One individual remained unresponsive to requests for comment. Amidst this sea of denial, only one woman, Haley Carter, agreed to have her statement made public. Having known Majors for 2 decades since their teenage years, she portrayed him as a paragon of virtue. Her message, drafted in late March, describes him as sweet, kind, and gentle. She adamantly rejects the accusations against him, claiming that he is the epitome of self-control, discipline, and good manners. In her eyes, he is not a violent individual and has earned the nickname the Peacekeeper. Hailing from Santa Barbara, California, but shaped by his upbringing in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Jonathan Majors weathered a stormy adolescence, with a father who left, frequent relocations, clashes with his stepdad, and even resorting to living in his car. Majors encountered a tumultuous past. His school days were marked by brawls, resulting in a suspension and a shocking incident where he brandished a knife against his classmates. However, acting provided Majors with a refuge, a platform to confront and channel his emotions. In a candid interview with Texas Monthly, he revealed, "The anger came from the inability to articulate my sadness, which is what acting really gave me. The ability to articulate with language, with nuance, with emotion, what I'm feeling."
Ooh, what that mean? Tell us all about it.
The career is great. I'm very happy. I feel very happy. But I mean, I grew up on a farm.
Driven by his passion, Majors pursued acting at the University of North Carolina School of the Arts, graduating in 2012. He then ventured to New York and secured a coveted spot at the renowned Yale School of Drama in 2013. This elite institution accepts a mere 15 students each year, making it an exceptionally competitive program. Majors' presence and unwavering dedication challenged his classmates to match his fervor, elevating them all as actors. Yet, this fervor also created a fiercely competitive environment within the supposedly safe space of Yale. Drawing parallels to his experience in football, Majors likened the dynamic at Yale to that of a sports team. As a former classmate recalls, he once stated, "You don't choose your teammates. You don't have to love everybody, but you do have to respect everybody." His fellow alumni, speaking to Rolling Stone, unanimously praised Majors' undeniable talent, relentless drive, and undeniable potential for greatness. They acknowledged his poised demeanor and kindness, noting his ability to leave a lasting impression. However, some stated that a shadow loomed beneath his charismatic exterior. Several classmates and 6 Yale alumni revealed that Majors' bluntness and intensity could become overwhelming. Allegedly, his behavior sparked numerous confrontations and altercations during acting sessions. One classmate remarked, "There was something else there. Things would slip out and you knew it came from a personal place of truth. He was always working with something." In the controlled world of acting, where every physical interaction must be consensual, Majors' behavior proved problematic for his peers. According to a schoolmate, nothing, especially in the pedagogy of that school, is fly off the handle. Another Yale alumnus disclosed that many felt physically endangered and mentally strained due to Majors' presence. Matters escalated to the point where the Yale administration felt compelled to send a reminder email about rehearsal etiquette and violence, coincidentally following a separate altercation involving Majors and 2 other students. However, no action was taken despite professors and administrators reportedly witnessing Majors' disruptive behavior in the classroom. Despite the troubling reports, Majors' career continued to soar, with nominations and high-profile projects. However, it seems that his aggressive tendencies persisted. Co-workers and crew members claimed that Majors' extreme method acting went beyond what was acceptable, creating an intimidating and hostile atmosphere on set. In the film Devotion, for example, the costume department allegedly suffered mistreatment from Majors, even making some members cry. As Majors' star power grew, so did the fear of speaking out against him. Some crew members felt powerless to address his behavior due to his executive producer role or the reputation he had built in the industry. The stressful environment caused by Majors' behavior hindered the ability of others to perform their jobs effectively, leaving them in constant fear of his outbursts. Majors' recent film, Magazine Dreams, was expected to be a breakthrough moment in his career. However, production sources revealed that Majors continued to make people uncomfortable on set with his aggressive and verbally abusive behavior. Despite some complaints being made, the article said it appears that Majors' position and influence within the production shielded him from facing consequences. The fallout from these accusations has been significant. Majors' publicists and management team have severed ties with him, and he has been dropped from several projects, including an ad for the U.S. Army. His future with Marvel, where he was set to play Kong the Conqueror, remains uncertain. Furthermore, criminal charges including assault and aggravated harassment are pending against Majors for an incident where he allegedly caused minor injuries to a woman. Thanks for watching, folks, and please comment below with your thoughts on this video or any request for a subject that you would like to have us cover in the future.